Evening, evening. Is anyone else excited about good old more free pirate captains for Hall of Heroes? Um, the this whole change to the way that the Hall of Heroes. What's up, Papa? This whole change. This is the best thing that this game is probably going to get the opportunity to see in a really long time. If there is one part about this game that I maybe haven't liked over the past years, it's been farming Hall of Heroes all weekend. It's nice to get a weekend to just like press the button and watch TV or whatever. Um, but you know what? Like, I love this change. I absolutely love it. And you know, yeah, okay, we only get so many pieces, but I don't care because it means that we get Hall of Heroes weekend in order to do other things like get runes or have fun or what have you. Perfect change, and I really welcome it, and I think it's awesome that they come to us as doing pirate captain, right? Because all the pirate captains are pretty nifty, and everybody needs galleon skill ups, right? Because you need galleon to cleave, you need galleon for fast dungeons, you need two galleons, right? Or I've had double galleon for a really long time. Like almost since he came out, I made two of them, just because it's always handy to have one galleon that's ruined like a certain way for like maybe your dungeon runs, right? Like for me, it's always been a dungeon galleon and a cleave like an arena offense galleon, and I think that's brilliant. Everybody gets some free galleon skill ups, or you can build bark, right? And I don't know if you've seen my videos I put up on the channel, but I use Bark. He's awesome. I use him every day. I love him. I love him because he helps me farm. He helps me farm giants with 1,000,000% consistency, never fail. Like 45-second, 50-second average run without a single failure in the world. And he's just a fun tune to use. Maybe we can mess around with a little wind pirate captain tonight, since that's on point. Welcome everybody to the hangout time tonight. I'm just gonna pop on and I'm just gonna play. Okay. I have so many new developments in terms of monster adjustments, runes. New arena offense sets, new arena defense sets, and I got some vacation time coming up next week, and so I'm probably gonna churn out a lot of streams this weekend and next week. Okay, and to cap it all off, what I'm gonna do, is you see this scruffiness here? It's not going anywhere. I'm gonna make a pact with myself and my old lady because she wants to see me get scruffy. There will be no shaving, no haircut. That I'll let the hair grow until I get a non-repeat NAT 5. Because cool NAT 5s, new toys are always fun. I love the collection of NAT 5s that I have, and I'm not short of any fun. But I thought it'd be something fun, exciting to do. I'm looking for an excuse to not shave for a while, and why not just let it get gnarly until we pop a NAT 5. The Paquito, yeah, the light pirate is pretty good too. That's the Hall of Heroes we got originally, right? We all got a whole bunch of light pirates back in the day. And yeah, even though it might not be enough Hall of Heroes to max skill a galleon, it's certainly still a whole bunch and really useful. Papa AMA, how much you spent? Papa, I'm up to about $6,000 now. A little bit ago, I went back in my Google logs and kind of like added everything up, and it was like 5 point something, and that was maybe like 8 months ago. And in the past 8 months, I've bought in a couple of $100 packs and a couple of Devilmon packs. So I'm probably rocking like the 6 mark, somewhere around there. Let's mess around with some stuff in Arena, why don't we? Maybe mess around with a couple of our new sets. What do we want to do against this guy? Can we play with some fun new sets? Let's mess around with some new sets that we haven't shown on stream in a little while. I'll do some more detailed like commentary about these new sets, but for tonight let's just mess around with them, and then let's do a guild war. The Brig. I still haven't found a use for Brig Crusader. He needs like some sort of adjustment. I know he got a big plus at some point. Like he did get an adjustment, but to be honest, I didn't really keep track, and I still haven't found a use for good old Brig. Should we do that? Yeah, we should do that. Should we take the armor break off? Yeah, we should take the armor break off. Should we do this again? Sure, why not? This team is fun, man. This little setup right here, it's a lot of fun. I was really wanting to get some use out of Jeremiah, and we definitely made some rune adjustments for Jeremiah, and I really like the rune set that I got on him, and then I thought to myself, hey, I got to make some adjustments to use some monsters with Jeremiah, and so I've made a couple of adjustments to some other tunes in order to have fun to play with Jeremiah with, and so some of these arena battles that we'll do tonight, you might see some of these wind dragon comps come out. When do you think the rune drop update is coming? When ComToUs patches, I want to mess around with lure so bad. I really can we play around? Can we play around with? Can we play? I never play around with lure enough. What's the deal? Like they all beat on. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Let's play. Yeah, and I think, okay, so to answer the first question, I think that probably we're either going to see the rune change come out when they patch Hall of Heroes. The Hall of Heroes always requires a patch. It requires a game download. And we might see the rune adjustment in the Hall of Heroes patch. If we don't see it then, we'll probably see it like next week. The rune change adjustment, I think is more skewed towards like mid game or early game development, right? It's going to allow the early people to do a little bit of catching up. In terms of players like myself, I don't think it's going to change much of anything. Okay, it's not going to change the drop rate of the legend 6-star runes, and a lot of times when I'm farming runes, that's all I'm looking for, you know? Pretty much just legend 6-star runes and then like stuff with crazy speed subs. Yeah, Warren, I have seen the 29-second Asian R5 run. I checked that out last night. And it looks pretty cool and looks pretty legit. The only questions I have for myself were 2 questions. First off, is it me? Or if you do the math in that video, the R5 boss only has 900,000 hit points. Okay? I thought he had more hit points than that. But yeah, if you look in the video, you do a little simple grade school math. The R5 boss in that video only has 900,000 hit points. And then doing a run like that is never practical, right? I think it's super cool that they did it. What is that something that I would do? Would I do 9,000 R5 runs and fail until that one run came up where all the Katarinas went in sync? Yeah, I'd do it. I think it would be fun. It probably only takes like 30 or 40 seconds per fail. I think it would be loads of fun. But is that something that's practical, or is anybody going to be building those for their staple R5 teams? No. So it was a cool video to watch. Definitely a great example of the Summoners War community and fun people in Asia coming up with cool stuff. But I don't think it's a great example for the public, right? I mean, most people that do videos like to share content that might help people, and I don't think that 29-second R5 run is helping anybody. Should we play with Lure again? I mean, what's the worst that can happen? He's gonna go faster than us. Let's go faster than him. Let's play around with another new tune. What are we gonna do? Wind Dragon. We will go faster than him with our Bernard. I bet you my Bernard's faster than this guy's Orion. Okay. And then we will, what will we do? We will wipe the floor with our one-shot monsters, and then hope that our 4 guys can solo the rest of their guys, and maybe our Fire Fairy King won't get killed by their water guys. Let's try it out. Can't post link in stream chat only. 4O can. You guys publicly can't post a link. I could probably go find it really quick and post a link. You want me to do that? Oh, maybe I can open up the browser and go find it really quick. I'll do it later. Or maybe a moderator can post it or something like that. Bobby, IR5, like generally if I group with guildmates and I group with die. Not enough. Will this be enough? Will just a simple overwhelm be enough to kill her? Should we do this and pray that an overwhelm crit is enough to do enough damage to... let's try it. Yes. Okay, good. Good. Now we get to save his move. Oh, we didn't even need to save his move. Do we reset? Sure. No, let's not reset yet. Let's save it. We got it. Come on. Get Orion. Okay. Now we get to do this. And can you die? You sweet. Let's get him next. This is the fun part. Watch this. This is a dead Ritesh. Don't get a violent proc. Okay. Don't kill. No. Stay alive. Yes. I love that. Die, Ritesh. Kaboom. Yeah. That was fun. These new sets, man, they're so much fun. Dude, Daphnis, like, I don't know, like he's really like, is he one of those game breaking Nat 5s? No, man. Is he overpowered in any mark of the word? No. Does he still need a buff from Calm to Us? Yeah, he definitely still needs a buff from Calm to Us. But for some reason, this whole combination that we got going here, okay? It's viable against all these high-end defenses that I fight on the daily basis that run that crazy good stuff, you know? That's like that have like that one really dangerous tune. In this example, you know, our Sierra or what have you. The fun I have is using him with like Galleon or Lure. That third skill hits like a Mack truck if he's got like attack buff and armor break. Really fun stuff. Papa, want me to make you a moderator? Add moderator. Boom. There you go, buddy. That way, if you want to post a link to the R5 run, it will probably let you post a link to the R5 run. Now you got the blue thing next to your name. So as far as the no shave till Nat 5, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save my scrolls, and I'm gonna summon them on a stream. Okay, normally when I get a scroll, I summon. What we're gonna do instead is I'm gonna save my scrolls. Let's play with Lure. Lure, my magic man. I'm gonna save my scrolls, and I'm gonna do them just on stream. And I'm not gonna cut my hair. I'm not gonna shave. I'm gonna shave this little neck stuff right here. Like, I'm gonna shave here. That's it. All I'm shaving is right here until we get a Nat 5. And repeat Nat 5s don't count. Okay? If I get a repeat Nat 5, I'm still not shaving. Nope. Not at all. This is a kind of fun little defense. But he's got like got a bunch of fire dudes, and he's trying to strip buffs, and but we have crime alert power representing. Should we knock back their attack bar again? Or should we reduce their cooldowns? I think we should knock back their attack bar again. Boom. Not enough despair stuns. I need some despair stuns, yo. Okay. Arrest. Now we can reduce their cooldowns and get a despair stun. Hey 40, what Nat 5 are you hoping for? Aspire, I would take Wind Queen, Desert Queen. I would take Perna. I would take Stun. Yeah. I would take Water Desert Queen. I would take Water Fairy King. I would take Wind Fairy King. Let's see. Those would probably be my top favorites. Water Desert Queen, Wind Desert Queen, Water Fairy King, Wind Fairy King, Perna. But there's also a bunch of other ones I would probably settle with or be happy with. The ones that are really good that I don't want, and this is an interesting thing. Ritesh is such a powerful Nat 5. Okay, Ritesh is a just, brilliant arena defense, awesomely useful, super powerful wind monster. But you know what? If I popped a Ritesh, I would not be as excited as if I popped like many other Nat 5s. And the reasoning is because I got 1,000,000 runes. Okay, I have just a truck ton of runes over the years, really good runes. And I have specific sets for, specific monsters that are tailored to do a certain job. And there's a little bit of wiggle room. So like if I popped a Perna, I would have a good violent set for him. Like I have a Perna set on the ready, right? If I popped a Water Fairy King, I have a Despair Nemesis set that would go on him in a heartbeat. Most Nat 5s, if I popped them, I'd be able to level them, devil them on them, and slap like grade A in-game runes on them without sacrificing anything good. right? I wouldn't have to gut like a key monster. I wouldn't have to lose a farming utensil, or I wouldn't have to lose utility in a dungeon or in a raid in order to like rune up a game-breaking Nat 5, except for Ritesh. Okay, if I popped a Ritesh, the only good violent will set I have that's like Ritesh worthy would be what's on Villajewel right now. Most of my good like violent will, and that's how I would rune a beast monk. I mean, that would just be it. That would be the only way. Most of my good violent will, hit point, speed, no attack sort of runes, they're taken up on monsters that it's just like I'm never gonna take these runes off, right? Like namely my my archangels. So Ritesh would be like a game-breaking cool Nat 5 to have, but I would kind of make a little sad face to myself if I popped them, because it would be tough. I would have to either come up with some odd way to rune him that maybe isn't optimal, or I'd have to just hold on to him and go farm some crazy amount of violent runes. Let's go do a guild war. Or talk. I want to talk about my most wanted Nat 5s. Okay, most wanted Nat 5s. Fire. Okay, which one do I want? I really want Perna. Okay, out of all these fire Nat 5s, I think a Perna would be brilliant. But I would be kind of excited with Zyros. I'd be kind of excited with Lakia. I'd probably Devilmon or Rika. You know, the good fire Nat 5 AoE cleaves would be fun, and I would play with it. That's about it. Okeanos, man. I would after Perna, most wanted Perna. After Perna, Okeanos. I could do some amazing things with this bad boy right here if I had him. Like I got teams and sets and stuff I would use him with. Water. This one's really easy. I want the Fairy King, or I want Varad. Okay. I've been blessed with a lot of water Nat 5s. Fairy King, Varad. I would like Bastet, and I wouldn't mind a Camilla. Like a Camilla would be overpowered for arena defense. I would love an Ariel, man. Ariel would be so sweet, especially how overpowered he is on arena defense right now. You can keep your water panda. He's great. You can keep him. Teor would be fun, but you know you can keep him too. But look at all the water Nat 5s that I have gotten over the years. That's crazy. I don't want this guy. I don't want this guy. They come to us needs to throw them love. The as far as wind goes, number 1, this bad girl. Number 2, Triton. Okay, I would love Triton. I would have a lot of fun with him on some offense sets and then in real-time arena. If I got her, if I got him, if I got a Sierra, all of them would just immediately get runes, double mond up, and make it into like the daily rotation. Brilliant monsters. You can keep everything else. I love all the rest of them. Lag is probably the most underrated of all of them. But don't necessarily want any of the rest of them. How would you use Triton in real-time arena? Ben, one of the things that I'm lacking in RTA is the ability to slot 5 monsters, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and always have a YOLO set that's CC based no matter what gets banned, okay? And in order to do that, you have to have some very specific monsters. You have to have like a Tiana Triton combo, okay? And because both of them you can rune really fast, strip buffs, and get the jump. Okay, and I could just about do some really fun like YOLO CC stuff for real-time arena, but I'm missing a Triton, and I'm missing like one more AoE CC monster, a la like a Varad or a Wind Fairy or a Wind Queen, a Wind Desert Queen. I got a Poseidon, but some of those other monsters are, you know, they're kind of the deluxe stuff that you need for if you want to do crazy stuff like that in real-time arena. Oh, I forgot to say Ganymede. Sorry, BLK. I want a Ganymede for sure. He would probably, I think out of all the Nat 5s, in the regular elements, I would probably be most excited for Ganymede or Water Fairy King. Okay, those are the two most wanted. The Ganymede changes are just unreal. He is just outrageously awesome now, and I really want one. What in the world? Okay, what is this? Okay, who's gonna win, Bark or Veramos? Okay, I don't know. Let's find out. Who wins, my Wind Pirate or his Veramos? All right, show your stuff, buddy. 5,000, 15,000, no attack buff. Oh, you get a stun. I don't care about your stun. I'm just gonna take your attack bar, move faster than you. Maybe that's just silly. Oh. The things I could do with Ganymede would be a lot of fun. I'm the type of player that, especially in arena, a lot of times arena offense is like when you get to our level of play, arena offense, you can beat everybody. There's not like a defense you can't beat. Okay, and arena offense really is just more about finding a way to beat that person, but making it still fun, or trying out a new combo, right? And Ganymede would just be so much fun to beat up on people, to beat up on people's arena defenses. Who would win, Bark or Chasoon? Huh? Bark or Chasoon? We'll just take the same team against the bottom one. Bark versus Chasoon. I don't know. Let's see. What's with these guilds that we're getting? Oh no! She's got will runes! I'm just gonna use first skill, huh? Amuse. Uh-oh. Okay. Shoot and slash. Shoot. Oh, resistance. Oh, okay. Well, she didn't resist that. That's good. That's good. Should we take her attack bar and steal it? Or should we just armor break her? I think we should take her attack bar and steal it. Okay? Because I'll just take a little bit of your attack bar. That's fine. Uh-oh. 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 We're low. She's getting violent procs. And we got glancing debuff. Oh no. Critical. Resistance. Oh. Aw. No glancing. We win. I wonder who I'll find next. Bark versus let's just go look around. let's see who we can solo with Bark next. Why don't you push in Megan speed? Why just 135? Is this on any way on purpose? That's a good question, and let me explain it. Okay, there's primo sets. There's primo sets that I will use on arena offense. Okay, there's generally primo sets that involve Lucian, okay, and then there's general primo sets that involve Tiana and Galleon Poseidon type cleaves, okay, and most arena offense cleaves revolve around some sort of combination of the Lucians or some sort of combination of the Tiana cleaves. All right, those two teams, generally speaking, will clear everyone. They do it two different ways. Okay, the Tiana-based team is going to use a little more CC. It's going to knock back attack bar, do despair stuns. It's going to require armor break. Okay. The Lucian teams are just sheer, I'm just going to push through you. Like, I'm just going to try to do as much damage as possible on the first turn, and that's it. Okay? Why is Megan's speed limited? Okay? Well, the first reason is because Lucian's speed is limited, right? I don't want much of a speed gap between my Megan and my Lucian. I want it to be where if my Megan moves, I know my Lucians are going to move and nothing else is going to move in between. Okay? And if Megan were swift, okay, if she were any faster than this, I would have to make my Lucians faster. Okay? And if you look at my Lucians, plus 182 there and plus 180 there, the Lucians are pretty fast already. Okay? So she's at this speed for reason number one, so that if I'm just bringing nothing but Lucians, okay, like in this case it's an Alicia leader, right? So we can just get extra attack power. All I need is Megan's attack bar buff to break through, okay. Let's cleave this guy with Lucians, okay. But we're going to have to make a slight adjustment when we cleave this guy with Lucians. We are going to have to cleave him with Tiana and Lucians. Will that work? I think that'll work. I mean, it's going to be a little long-winded and stuff, but we should be okay. Look, maybe we can find it. Can we find a team? Can we find a team to like show it as an example against? Like, I mean, probably not at this rank we're at right now, rank 5. It's tough to find Lucianable defenses on rank 5. We'll go back to this guy and we'll do the Lucians, but we'll do Tiana style Lucians. Okay. This is kind of a bad example because we're bringing Tiana, but in most arena fights that I am using Megan with, I need her to be that speed so that there's no gap for Lucians, so that if I bring a different leader skill, okay, like say I didn't have Tiana and I wanted to bring a buff stripper instead, like say this was a buff stripper, right? And say instead of having Tiana I had like the Wind Brownie or a Praha or a Juno or something like that, right? The only attack bar booster I'm going to have is Megan, and I want to make sure that as soon as Megan moves, nothing is going to move in between her and Lucians, pretty much. There are tons of uses for Swift Megan, okay? There's definitely tons of uses for Swift Megan. Might I change my Megan to Swift one day? Yeah, I might. But if I did change her to Swift, more than likely what I would have to do is I would have to change the speed on my Lucians. And I love my Lucians. I'm not changing the speed on my Lucians. How would you rune the Wind Fairy King? You see, I would rune him like this, okay? Here, you see Jameir, right? I would rune him very similar to this, but with way more speed, okay? Violent Will, okay? With no crit rate, no crit damage, Just some accuracy and speed. So maybe similar to this, like speed on 2 instead of HP's on 2, basically, right? Violent will set with plus 100 stats that are more like what's a good example for stats? Like Annival's stats. You see Annival's stats? She's got hit points, not a whole lot of attack, decent accuracy, no real crit rate or crit damage, and just good speed. On Violent Will, that's how I would Rune Ganymede. Because he doesn't need despair. You just need extra turns, man. You need a will offset so that you can go up against. And well, at my stage of the game, you always need will offsets because you go up against stuff like this. Okay, you see this right here. Let me give you guys an example of why will offsets can potentially work. Now, I might lose this fight, okay, and I might lose this fight on purpose, but it'll make for a good example regardless. Okay. Actually, no. Let's do it a different way. Let's do it like this. I got an idea. This way, maybe we got more chance of winning. Your cleavers always need will, not so much to avoid status effects on the first turn, but to avoid this guy right here and the dark the Dark Horus. Okay, Dark Horus, Water Fairy King, they're all over the place in Arena, and I would have no chance of cleaving this guy with water people if I didn't have will runes on my tunes, okay? Because what's gonna happen is I'm probably gonna wipe the floor with this Fairy King, but he's gonna revive and he's gonna despair proc, okay? And if he revives and he despair procs, and I don't have will runes, what's gonna happen? My nukers are gonna get stunned. Notice Alicia here's got will runes, right? You see the will rune on Alicia? Will? Okay. That allows me to do this. Okay? And when he revives and he comes in here with his big AoE that's going to despair stun people, what happens? I know Alicia is not going to get stunned. Okay? That will rune stays on her. Then I get to do this and I get to say, peace out, yo. Don't kill Galleon. Good job. It's the same thing with Lucians, right? You at my stage of the game, if I'm gonna cleave these guys, I gotta have wheel runes across the board on everything. The reason number 3 for why Megan doesn't need to be swift, okay, is because a lot of times when you're running Lucian comps, you're doing this right here, right? And Bernard is your fastest tune, and Megan doesn't need to be swift. She only needs to be 74% of the speed of Bernard. Okay? So Bernard moves, and Megan just needs like what, plus 130, 120, 140, depending on how fast your Bernard is, in order for Megan to move, and then in order for your Lucians to just cut in there. And if you run this comp as like your staple comp, you can often make your Lucians a little slower, you know, like plus 40, plus 50 speed, and not plus 80. That's pretty much the why I and many other people don't do Swift on their Megan. What's up, Lotran? The hold legend for you. What rank am I? 6. The competition gets soft. That and I got a serious defense in. You know, like I don't have like a play around defense this week. I want to mess around with new arena comps, and I want to make sure my competition is the legitimate competition. And so this week I put in a good defense, so I'm actually have good rank, so that when I'm testing out my arena comps, I'm not testing them out against, not the best of the best. Bark versus okay. Can we do Bark versus Ariel? Huh? Huh? Bark versus Ariel? Bark versus Ariel. Let's try it. Let's try it. Where's my good old wind pirate? And then I don't even know what we want to do against this. We don't play with Fire Fairy King enough, huh? Where's Fire Fairy King at? Oh, we can take Galleon and Fire Fairy King and see how hard he hits. Let's try that. Let's try that. Two armor breakers. Two armor breakers, attack power. Attack power to fire. Okay. Fire Fairy King. Where's Fire Fairy King? And then a Will Rune Galleon to hopefully armor break her. Where's Galleon? There we go. And Daphnis is fast, okay? So he's not pure nuker, and he has 0 skill ups. Okay? No skill ups. Let's see how hard we can hit the Sierra here. I'm wondering. With attack power to fire monsters and an armor break. Hopefully we won't miss armor break. I'm going to be sad if we miss armor break. Don't miss armor break. Don't miss. Yes. Oh no. Don't. Oh, that was just lame. That was just lame. Oh well, we got attack power buff anyway. Let's just see what it does without armor break. Not enough. What? Okay. 25,000. 25,000, no skill ups, no armor break, and he's plus 113 speed. That's pretty good stuff, man. That's pretty good stuff. Who's gonna win? Wind Pirate or the Water Archangel? He's gonna heal a bunch. Oh, stop healing. He's gonna run out of heals before he hurts us, I think. Armor break. Can I armor break and then move? Okay, good. Oh, that move is so much fun when it lands armor break on the first skill. It really is. You're out of heals now for a couple of turns, buddy. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, huh? Get him. What? Ariel's so good, man. That's all I gotta say. He's just so good nowadays. I need a violent proc, even though he's not on violent runes. I need to steal your attack bar, and then not stealing attack bar. Hit him hard. Hit him hard, buddy. 9, 13, almost. Stop healing. 4-0, you think I should run Chiwu double Rakan Rina on my AD for rush hour? Maybe take out Chiwu and put in another Rina, or put in do double Rakan, do double Rakan Rina, Freya, right? Or if you don't have a Freya, do double Rakan, double Rina. Chiwu isn't doing anything in that sort of like stall tactic, right? Where do you use your Fire Fairy, Foro? I use him here. For I need like a buff stripper. Who strips buffs? That's Megan. Megan does like a buff strip. Why not take her? He's kind of interesting in water. He hits the water guy pretty hard. And then I use him in those arena offense comps that you saw, where I just go faster than them and I snipe one dude. Maybe we can go find a Ritesh to kill. That would be fun. he's fun to mess around with to assassinate reteshes on arena defense. That's fun. I like Kexta's opinion. Papa, don't do Chiwu. Like if you have an Orion, you can throw a Will Orion in with that defense, and it gives you a little bit of randomness to mess around with. You know, definitely not Chiwu. Chiwu doesn't do anything there. What about Dragons B10? I don't think I would use him in Dragons B10. He strips buff on a first skill, which is good, and he has the potential to do a lot of damage, which is good too. But I think I don't know. I'd have to mess around with that. That's a good question. Ready? I mean, could you do Dragons B10 with him? Yeah, I'm sure you could. I mean, we can try a couple of runs. But the thing about it is like I think at some point, he's just not. The randomness is going to kick in, and you're not going to have like a safety built into place. You know. Should we just go with pure YOLO like that? Why not? Let's just try it. I think he's gonna die in Dragons, to be honest with you. His third skill has such a long cooldown, and his AI doesn't prioritize it. You know, like if he got an AI adjustment to where if his third skill is up, he uses it, it'd be pretty cool, and I bet you he'd be viable. Like for instance, Rakan. One of the things that makes Rakan so good right now is not necessarily his changes, but the fact that Comptuous made his AI perfect. I don't know if you guys know this or you have been observing this, but Rakan, his artificial intelligence is 100% spot on. If I press the auto button, my Rakan is going to play just as good as if I pressed the manual button. Aside from targeting, right? In terms of like using the skill when it's up, Rakan's perfect. If collapse is up, he uses it without a doubt. If his attack buff is up, he uses it without a doubt. And it's one of the things that can really make or break a monster, right? But I don't think Daphnis has spot on AI. Like I think when his third skill comes up, he doesn't use it sometimes, you know? And that would be a game breaker for like a Dragons run. It would make, I think it would make a Dragons run not be perfect. But I don't know. You know, maybe I should test this out. That's a great idea. Maybe I need to do a whole bunch of Dragons B10 runs and test it out with Daphnis and see how it goes. The thing about my Dragons B10 runs is they don't fail. Okay, failures bother me in a really big fashion. I've been using the same Dragons run for like the past year. That involves like Chow and Freya and Stella, like the same set, but with like Freya or Theo. I mix it up between Freya or Theo, and the reason I use that run is because it just doesn't fail. It can't fail. It might not be the fastest run I can make for certain, but it's got a 100% success rate, and I'll take a 100% success rate, you know, 110, 115 average. Over like a 55-second average any day of the week that fails like 5% of the time. And the thing about these squishy fire monsters like Daphnis, okay, is he's going to die to Zyros. Okay, Zyros is going to kill him. I don't care what anybody says. I've run Dragons B10 so many times. I know the randomness that's built into this dungeon. Unless you put 30,000 hit points on Daphnis, he's going to be really awesome, but there's going to be runs where Zyros RNG is going to wipe him. And that Zyros RNG wipes could mean wipes on the dragon. And wipes on the dragon can mean I come back to my phone and I accidentally press the button that spins 10 crystals and revives everybody. You guys do that. You know you do it. You know you've done it, right? You come back to your phone and you're like, oh, let me get my rune. And you accidentally revive. I hate that. Woot! Another mystical scroll. Yes. I have farmed, just farming today, 10 mystical scrolls. 10. And then I told myself, wow, I'm getting so many mystical scrolls every day from farming. I just might as well save them and not shave till I get a NAT 5. Oh, nerds, I pulled Chandra today. Have it violent will. How much hit point and speed? What? The I don't know about Chandra, nerds. He's just an example of like Comtuous made a monster that he's great for very, very specific scenarios, but Comtuous really needs to make an adjustment to him to where he's useful for something besides just playing around or like random guild wars, you know? He's really cool in certain arena offense sets and guild wars, but other than that, man, he's a definite fun role monster, but he needs some love to be useful to the average player. What sort of teams counter the YOLO teams you mentioned earlier in RTA? I'm struggling with them at around 1360. Kegsta, that's a good question. Let me explain my philosophy, okay? When I'm going into RTA, we'll use Rift of Worlds as an example, okay? I'm going into RTA, and a lot of times against those teams, here is my philosophy. Hear me out on this, Kegsta. Somebody gets to pick first. It's either me or it's him. Okay? Then the next person gets to go, and then there's two monsters on one side and one monster on another side. So no matter what happens, let's say I go first. I would always start with my normal basic strategy, like I put on the stream a little while ago. Go with your immunity and your violent proccers. Okay? So I would always start with, like, say, an immunity or a violent procker tune. So like Wind Monkey or Wusa or Eladriel. These staple real-time arena monsters, right? The ones that I know are going to be part of my get my immunity up, let the timer go, get some violent procs and win. Okay? Or if he went first, I would slot two of those monsters, right? Okay. Then the next pick, okay? There's going to be an additional two monsters on the field. So at this stage, I either see his two monsters or I see his three monsters. Okay? So now I can see two or up to three of what he is putting on the field. Okay? Now here's the thing, Kegsa. Here's the trick. Okay? And this is how you beat those guys. You take a look at what they're putting out there. Okay? And if it looks to you like they're trying to do some crazy, I'm going to go faster than you, strip off your buffs and CC you to death, you counter it. Okay? You switch up your strategy. You say to yourself, I'm not going to do immunity and violent procs. I'm just going to break that CC and win. Okay? How do you do that? The way I was doing it and the way that you might find to do it is to go with attack bar boosters that you know are going to be faster. Right? And then like a crazy fast despair interrupter tune, right? That you know is going to get a stun off and interrupt their junk, right? Or, like a Varad, a Lure, a Poseidon, right? And you get it set up to where you start out with your staple team and you do have a staple monster and you got maybe one immunity on the board, right? Immunity and cleanse is always, because it was always my first pick, right? Veligil first, because he's got the cleanse capability. So even if I get outspeed, I have the opportunity to cleanse. And then I just go with, hey, I'm gonna beat him to the punch, throw some CC down and try to break it up, right? Or you might see the CC stuff that he's doing and just go with like total immunity cleanse brigade, Like sometimes I would see it, and if I didn't think I could outspeed him, I would see those two monsters that he put on the field, and I would say, he's got a Wind Desert Queen and a Wind Fairy King on the field, he's going to try to do some crazy CC junk. I'm going to counter that. So instead of going with my normal, I'm going to bring like my Chow or my Eladriel, I would switch it up. And then I would take these two guys and I would go, I'm going to go faster than you, Holmes. Okay? And I want to make sure I'm going to go faster than you. So I'm going to put 2 attack bar boosters. So even if you ban one, I'm still going faster than you. And I'm going to bring an extra cleanser with will runes so that if a little bit of randomness happens, I'm still going to be able to break free of your CC because I got I got 2 attack bar boosters and a cleanse. You can't ban my attack bar booster and you can't ban my cleanse. And as long as you don't kill Monkey, he's gonna wreck shop. That's the strategy. That's the strategy that's the essence of real time arena. Really, it's you start with your staple, and you pay attention to what they're doing, and you make a judgment call. What are they trying to do? And sometimes that judgment call is, hey, are they trying to do some crazy CC stuff going on? You know, are they bringing a buff stripper and like a Varad, a Water Fairy King, a Wind Queen? And then you take your first couple of staple monsters that you have, and then you make your adjustment that is that counter for their CC. But the hard part is trying to make monsters that you know are going to be a counter to those CC. For me, it was attack bar boosters and extra cleansers, but for you, it might be something different. Can I raid with you once? Invite me, Arios. Invite me to whatever raid. I'll join you. I'll join you tonight. I'm hanging out. So, just as a recap for tonight's stream, when I get scrolls, I'm gonna save them. Okay, and I'm gonna summon my scrolls on stream, and I'm going to grow a mustache. Right now it's just stubble, but I'm going to grow a porn stash until I get a non-repeat Nat 5. Even if it's not a great Nat 5, you know, I'll shave if I get Chandra, even though I don't want Chandra. But if it's a good Nat 5, maybe I'll do something special. Now, I'm going to throw this out there. If there's a donate button. There's a donate button on my YouTube channel, right? You just go to my YouTube channel. It's on the right. I've never asked for donations before. I'm not the type of person to do it, okay? But if you're the type of person that maybe wants to see me spend some money to get more scrolls to go into the no shave till Nat 5 pool, and you make a significant donation, enough to get 750 crystals, I will do a stream in your honor, and I'll have a conversation of the topic of your choice. You can shoot me a message on YouTube and let me know what you want to talk about or what you want to do a stream about. And if you make a significant donation to the channel, I'll of course we'll give the recommendation to whoever made the donation. The donation will go only to premium packs for the no shave till Nat 5, so we can get a new toy. And this will be the first time that I'll ever throw out the opportunity for if anybody wants to donate. Okay. But yeah, the button's on the channel. You just go to my channel. It's on the right hand side. Okay. Mystical scrolls. We got 4 of them. Will the no shave till Nat 5 end tonight? I don't know. Let's see. Martial artist, Frankenstein, salamander. And Griffin. No Nat 5 tonight. Hello, Mexico, Mr. Espinoza. Yeah, let's do some R5, Papa. I'm gonna stop the stream. Thanks everybody for hanging out. If you got a question, feel free to show up on the next stream or put a comment somewhere on this video. No shave till Nat 5. We're gonna get scraggly, people. So we're gonna see super scruffy bearded 4-0 pretty soon. Everybody have a great rest of the night. Bye.